Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. You are watching the Bradley Assassin live stream. For those of you that were here yesterday, we had a pretty strong stream, 5-hour stream, going over basically all the aspects of the whole Dogecoin movement we have going on right now. Good morning everyone. Obviously, tons of uncertainty, as is pretty much the normal here in the cryptocurrency stratosphere, so to say. Trying to get my stream settings exactly perfect. I don't see sorry guys, just want to make sure everything's right before we start getting some traffic on here. Yeah, there we go. If I had to refresh on my secondary computer. Anyway, yeah, so obviously tons of uncertainty, the cryptocurrency market, and the Dogecoin movement fiasco is definitely one and the same. Yesterday, like I said, we touched on everything. We touched on price fluctuation, market cap, what it's going to take to get to a certain number. Pretty much anything you guys want to discuss on Dogecoin, that's what we're here for today. Now I gotta say, before we get going, I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a normal guy that invested in Dogecoin. Now, I have been involved in cryptocurrency for the last few years, so I am very familiar with the coin and very familiar with the market. But I do have to say, this is one hell of a roller coaster ride. So for those that are not strong-willed or have weak stomachs, I would not suggest this. But this can potentially be a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, depending on if everyone has the forthright to stick to their guns and continue with the what we're trying to do here. For those of you that aren't familiar with what's going on, I highly advise you take a little bit of time and check out the Reddit thread, Dogecoin Reddit thread. A day and a half ago, they had like right over 200,000 members, and as of right now, in fact, let me check on my secondary computer so I don't mess up my little Dogecoin ticker we have running. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll just pull it up. Oh no, I can't. You know what? I broke my I gotta do it on my main computer. No big deal. Let me just take 1 second right here, because I just want to get the numbers right. It just take a second. Let me oops, wrong button. Okay, let me check it real quick for you guys. Reddit. Yeah, I just want to make sure the numbers are right, because it moves so fast and it's so impressive. Want to make sure it's correct. Okay, so like I said, there were just over 200,000 members about I guess a little more than 24 hours ago. I'll take that back. About 48 hours ago, they had just over 200,000 members, and right now it stands at 522,000 members. Now, keep in mind, this is just Reddit. This is just the Reddit site. I mean, it's not like the entire movement, but just to give you an idea of the amount of people involved. So yeah, JP Freak, thanks, man. Some people, once this channel got ramped up yesterday and we had a pretty significant amount of people in here, you always have your bad apples and your haters and stuff like that. But I kept reminding people, look, don't take what I'm saying as the Bible here. I'm just like everyone else. Very hopeful that it continues to do well. I'm involved in it. I just bought into Dogecoin a couple days ago, just like many people, floating around the internet and paying attention to the media and want to try and get involved with this. So, it's just a normal dude trying to do what everyone else is doing. But I tell you what, right, Neelix, and or Nelix, I tell you this much, yesterday when we were doing the stream and we had a bunch of discussion about it, a lot of people were asking me what I thought the highs and the lows would be and all that sort of stuff. So I based my numbers on day before yesterday when we peaked out around 7.5 cents with about a $9.5 billion market cap. I thought that if and I say it many times, I thought if everything went perfect yesterday, in a perfect scenario where Robinhood wasn't pulling their shenanigans and all the sites ran, all the exchanges were running fine and all that sort of stuff. I said if all that went perfectly, I thought there was a chance we could have doubled that market cap and hit about 14 cents. And I was trying to be very, very positive, but very realistic at the same time. You're not going to run to $1 overnight kind of thing. Well, with that being said, I logged off, I think it was around 10 a.m. Central Time. I had been up for a very long time and I just needed to shut it down. But with that being said, after that, I crashed for a little while. I had some work and all that stuff. So ultimately, I don't think we broke 5 cents again after that point. And then we kept going down and down and down. And then we even got into like the high 2 cents range a few hours ago, which of course is very hard to stomach. I'm with everyone else. I was losing money and all this stuff. And of course, we're back up to almost 3.5 cents right now. So like I was saying about my 14-cent prediction yesterday, of course, things didn't go as planned. Robinhood is still being Robinhood. Most people are pretty much sick of those people, with them briefly pausing the ability to trade and the whole GameStop fiasco. And then now I think they move instant deposits now. So you got to wait 5 days. It's just very problematic. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think Kraken was down for a while. So yeah, we had problems, a lot of problems, which of course, is very prohibitive to the whole movement of people wanting to be able to purchase and wanting to get into it that aren't very familiar with cryptocurrency and don't have the experience some of us have in dealing with exchanges and crypto wallets and that sort of stuff. Whereas they were able to use Robinhood very simply, and I get it. Robinhood would have been a huge boon to what we're trying to do. And I think it would have continued to spike earlier than we're seeing now. But yeah, Robinhood thing, no one's pleased with what they're doing. But some people were suggesting Voyager and like Bittrex and Binance US, Binance, all these guys that are available and do have it working. Some people were asking what I use, and I actually use a much lesser known exchange, very small exchange called Trade Ogre. And only because a few years back, I used to mine cryptocurrency pretty heavily. I had a 36 card mining setup and all kinds of stuff. And Trade Ogre 3 or so years ago was one of the few exchanges that held a few coins that I was interested in at the time. For those of you that have been dealing with cryptocurrency for a while, it was like Sumo Coin and Loki and maybe the Graft at the time I thought was going to be something special, didn't work out. Anyway, so, and of course they had Dogecoin on there because they handle a lot of low cap altcoins. So anyway, long story short, or short story long, because I just explained it to y'all. Let's see where was I going with that? I was trying to keep up with the chat too. Oh yeah, so they had Dogecoin in there, so I was able to get in around 2.5 cents. So while I'm not losing money right now, I'm not making money either. So I know a lot of people, once this channel ramps up, the chat gets really crazy and whatnot. So I just want everyone to know, if you take the time and go, and I'm gonna pull it up for y'all in a minute whenever I get a little more situated, but some guys on the Reddit forum, and for those of you who aren't familiar, the Reddit forum, Wall Street Bets is the Reddit forum that got together to pump the GameStop stock and that whole thing that went on there. And so the community was trying to do the same thing with Dogecoin. And in all honesty, I think it would have been much further along right now without the problems from these exchanges and Robinhood and that sort of stuff. So so yeah, what this does to me and the way I see it, because and it's hard to get past a certain point, because I've always seen Dogecoin as the pump and dump coin, the meme coin and stuff like that, and it is, whatever. But if the community and the people want it to be something, well, then it's up to us. I mean, they can't stop us from dumping money into it and making it a viable currency, alternate currency for us, so fine, if that's the coin we choose to do this with, that's the coin we choose to do this with. But as far as dumping the money into Dogecoin to make it valuable so everyone can get a piece of the pie, kind of thing. While it's going to take a little bit more time because of the Robinhood and those guys not disallowing the instant deposits, and the problems with the exchanges being almost, I guess, stress related issues from so many people attempting to buy the coin. I think I still see it happening. In fact, I'm very interested to see what happens in the 5th day from yesterday. Yesterday and day before was when the stress from the system just crapped on itself, right? And then they switched to the no more instant deposits, and they said there's gonna be like a 5-day wait, if I'm not mistaken. I don't use Robinhood, but from what some more people were explaining, I think it's like a 5-day waiting period. So what I'm interested to see is that if there really were that many people trying to buy enough to crash the system and run Robinhood out of money, whatever the hell's going on, that if those people are genuinely interested, and we can survive these ups and downs over the next 5 days, I'm really looking forward to see what happens whenever that money does get dropped on everyone, on this 5th day, which I guess would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So like midweek upcoming, I'm thinking we might see the pump that we were hoping to see yesterday. It seems logical, right? I mean, everyone's going to be getting the money that they were originally trying to put money into this thing in the first place. So it seems like midweek, hopefully we can, get it done. I know a lot of people that aren't familiar with cryptocurrency and stuff panic sell. I do understand that it's very hard to understand, very hard to hold, especially for those people that aren't in a position to invest comfortably, where they saw this as a chance to make some money, so they dumped everything they had into it and stuff. And look, it happens. There's all walks of life. Everyone, that's why we usually suggest to people, don't invest more than you can afford to lose, but man, this Dogecoin thing, it's a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's stroke levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started, like I said, I bought in at 79 Satoshis, and I think that day, this is like 3 days ago, and I think that day Bitcoin was down to like 31.5 or 32. So it came out to around 2.5 cents. Okay. So I actually missed the low, like the pre 1 cent numbers that were there a week ago, that a lot of people got in on, because a lot of people have held Dogecoin for a while anyway, just because it was so cheap, and just because, so I'm in the same boat as a lot of people in the last 2 days trying to get in, Mr. Banasic, Dylan, like I said, I know a lot of people yesterday were suggesting Voyager. A lot of people were suggesting Bittrex. There's Binance, and if you're in the States, Binance.us. Of course, Binance.us does have restrictions on 7 or 8 states, and I'm in Louisiana, so of course I'm restricted. Therefore, I use a much lesser known exchange called Trade Ogre, TradeOgre, Trade Ogre. They're a much smaller exchange. They obviously don't have the operating volume that a lot of these places have, but I already had my account there, and all I had to do was send some Bitcoin to it. So I was able to make that work much faster for me, because that day a lot of these exchanges were like crapping out from so many people trying to make accounts and stuff. So right now that it's kind of like the hype has kind of died down a little bit, you could probably check out most of the more common ones right now and pick some up. Now ultimately, I kind of do think this is good for the movement. For those of us that bought in when it was, 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7 cents. I mean, this feels like the end of the world, I'm sure, to some people. But you know what? Think of it like as a consolidating period and a chance to get more into the coin, whereas you couldn't, at a lesser price before. Like I said, because I went to work this morning at just after midnight Central Time. It's 4:30 a.m. here now, and the coin was like 2.7 cents or something. And you look at that and it's like, man, you feel so deflated, but the truth is it's not that bad. We're already back up an entire cent, give or take, from that point, and we're hovering around the 3.5 cent mark now. In fact, you know what, I think this thing needs to be refreshed. The ticker stopped ticking. It does that sometimes. Yeah, see, okay, so now we're at 3.4 cents, give or take. So if we can hold till midweek, between the 3 and 4 cent mark, while a lot of people wouldn't have made much money, I don't think you would have lost much either. And that way, it will allow the influx of funds to hit everyone, and we might just be delayed a few days before we see the real pump that we were hoping for. So yeah, it's something that if you guys want this to work, if everyone wants a chance at some substantial gains and some real money, you have to hold. You have to buy and hold. Like all this selling off the last couple of days, I'm assuming is panic selling from people that aren't familiar with how this works. And like I said, I get it. I'm not crapping on anybody. I understand it's your money. I really get it. But if you want a chance to turn, your insignificant, however many dollars you put into Dogecoin into something significant, whether significant to you is $1,000, $10,000, a new car, or retirement, or even generational wealth. The truth is, we're only limited by how much we believe in what we're doing, because if we run, we're just under 7 billion. We're just under $4.4 billion market cap right now. Okay, as you can see on the screen. Right now, cryptocurrency as a whole is right at $1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin typically sits around 650 billion, and Ethereum sits around 175 billion, give or take, whatever. So, what's up, Frank? No, man, I don't sleep. I have what they call Margaret Thatcher syndrome. I typically operate on about 3 hours of sleep a day, and I have my whole life. I have a company with 2 bakeries, and I work nights, and then I take care of things during the day, and and then I do this when my family's sleeping because I don't sleep. But anyway, no one's really interested in that. but yeah, don't sleep too much. So yeah, there's all that. So wait, where was I? The market cap thing. Yeah. So the whole dollar thing, day trader syndrome. Yeah, kind of same thing. The whole dollar thing, getting the coin to $1. At first I was like, no, man, that's not really realistic. Let's just try and pump it, get some money, and see what we can do. But look, if, like I said, if everyone wants to do this, if everyone's on board, if we have 500,000 people just on the Reddit forum, that's just the Reddit forum. That's 500,000 people just on the Reddit forum. You're talking, $1 a piece from these cats, and you $500,000 pump. So like, what if everyone does decide to not so much take it serious, but just put some effort into this, stick it out, deal with the dips, that sort of thing, and and if everyone keeps doing what we're doing, I don't think it would take too long to have a significant amount of market cap. And like I said, you take 10% of Ethereum's market cap. Say we end up with $17.5 billion, or close to $20 billion market cap by next week. You're around 15 cents or so right there. You know how much of a return that is on your money? And that's not what we want. We're trying to hit $1. So, but I think what's going to happen, if midweek the Robinhood funds start hitting and we do start pumping a little bit, I think once people see that we're starting to pull out of the stagnant phase, and not our fault, just because of what happened with the exchanges and the Robinhood stuff. I think once we start hitting that, and you do see the money, the market cap and the price of the coin start to move up, then it gets a little more exciting. FOMO will start to kick in, and more funds will come in, and then I think once it starts to steamroll a little bit, and people see that, they'll be like, man, this is our chance at a significantly valued coin at fractions of a dollar, 3 or 4 cents or 5 cents, whatever. Look, all these coins start at this amount. It's just this coin was chosen to pump and make everyone some money. I mean, hell, Bitcoin was a few cents when it came out. Now I understand the supply and demand, and I get that, but I mean, you know it's going to be valuable one day, like Frank's mentioning, regardless of how you look at it, because the market cap is just going to continue to grow, and they're expecting huge things by the end of 2021 in general for altcoins and all this stuff like that. So I mean, by the end of the year, if we're sitting at a 1.5 trillion dollar market cap, or even more, so it helps all the coins. It helps everything, because people want to just invest in the market in general. There's some people that don't choose and pick coins and that stuff. Some people invest in the actual cryptocurrency market just as they do, like in the stock market. There's a percentage that the market moves every day that some people bank on and invest in, because it's much more. In the last year or two, the cryptocurrency industry doesn't have a very long lifespan, but in general, from what we've seen, it's much better returns than your money sitting in a bank at 1% or less, or whatever the hell they're trying to do to people these days. So yeah, just in general, when people start seeing that this is a smart way to put your money, this is a smart way to move money, this is a smart way to transfer money, a smart way to invest. It's gonna go from what we see it as and what we think and how we feel about it, to just blast off, take off, and then boom, you're in the fourth industrial revolution, but you got in now. While it's hard to see now, you're like, God, I missed it at 2 cents, or I missed it at a penny, and it's already at 3 cents. No. This is the beginning, the very beginning of all this. If you found it, pat yourself on the back, because this cryptocurrency market is so volatile and so all over the place. Like, in a month from now, there's a good chance we'll be like, God dang it, I could have bought this at 4 cents when it's a quarter. And that's just a week or two. Like, who knows if you buy this and hold it for 3 years? I mean, you could be sitting on generational wealth, because some people don't play around with this stuff. Like, I'm not one of them. I'm a business owner. I have a family. We live just like everyone else does in the middle class, But there are some people out there with some money. Don't let it fool you. When you go look at this list of millionaires out there, or how many millionaires there are in the world, that's how many millionaires and billionaires there are in the world that we know about, that are reporting their money and it can be taxed, and it's a public record. I mean, how many people made hundreds of millions of dollars on Bitcoin and stuff like this that you don't even know exist? So these guys could just be looming and looking at this and waiting for this to start to turn and say, well, I'll drop $10 million in that, because whatever. And look, that significantly affects a coin with such a small market cap. So I think all that, you could say this for any coin, you really can, but the fact that the Dogecoin movement is happening right now, and it's pulling in hundreds of thousands of people that not only weren't interested in investing, but certainly weren't interested in investing in cryptocurrency. They just had no knowledge about it. And then that's why the Robinhood thing is substantial, because it gave those people an avenue to purchase the coin without a lot of knowledge and get in early. So I still think it's happening. I think we're just gonna have to wait a few days. Hopefully, if we can sustain and stomach these lows and highs over the next few days until that money comes in from all the problematic sources that everyone had to deal with, Robinhood and the Kraken and all those exchanges failing, But so that's just where I stand on the whole subject. And Ashish, I see your comment right here that those will never reach $1. Look, I was on board with that, being the realist I am, and looking at the numbers and everything, and I'm with you, like I was with you. I'm like, yeah, I don't really see that happening, but I think the circulating supply for Dogecoin is $128 billion. That's about, that would put him third on the coin market cap. You need $128 billion market cap for Dogecoin to be at $1. We hit just under 10 billion 2 days ago, which is, I guess, about 9% or so. So it's you see that Raising Cane's, huh? Yeah, man. Well, I get it. I see the math. I really do get it. I really honestly think that if you go read like the Reddit forums and follow everybody and watch how many people are strategizing and planning for this, Mr. Beast, what's up? If that's actually Mr. Beast, I'm freaking out. That's your logo, isn't it, man? That's freaky. But so anyway, yeah, that blew my mind just now. I think that's the Mr. Beast logo. If that's really him, I'm freaking out inside. But yeah, I mean, it could happen. Hot. Yeah, it can happen. It's just, you're talking $128 billion market cap. I mean, but man, like I said, 500 people in the Reddit forum alone, and then if any of those Wall Street bet guys decide to get jiggy with it and come in here and start going crazy. I mean, we even had Mr. Elon Musk come on and throw a couple tweets our way just for. I know he's kind of a Bitcoin man now, and I get it. Dude could do what he wants, smart guy. But he does have ties to Dogecoin. I'm sure it's still in his heart. So maybe with some positivity and whatnot. Hell, who knows? He might dump some money in here too. You never know what can happen. It's just, the difference between a normal coin with like fundamentals and like my favorite coins out there are Chainlink and VeChain, and I think pretty highly of well, there's a few coins out there, but those coins stick out because they're my favorites, and I think their fundamentals are amazing. I think they're going to be here for the long run, and I think those coins are great. But like I said, the Dogecoin thing is why we're here. But like a coin like this where you can bring in the masses and want to use it as like an alternate currency because it's so easily accessible, there's so many circulating supply, it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing. People like the little picture, just there's a lot of positives about it. And then when you're chosen to be the people's currency or the people's coin, that's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, you'd be shocked how much power there is in a community online, or not just online, but in media masses across the. I mean, this is across the entire world. Like there's people. Like right now, it's 4:45 a.m. here, okay? Because I work nights and I got off a while ago. But I mean, this is just my little small corner of the world that I can connect with. I mean, I mean, hundreds of thousands and millions of people are wanting to do this and trying to get in on it. I mean, look, if the volume alone is crashing exchanges from so many people trying to sign up and buy and sell the coin, and then you have the whole Robinhood fiasco. If all this stuff's crashing, these things I'm assuming have gone through some stress tests and are made to handle that kind of stuff, and it's still problematic for them. I think that we might be onto something. I think it might be it's a possibility that this is gonna happen. It's just, I like to be positive. Nobody likes negative Nancy's. It's just not fun to watch, and it's irritating. And I'm also a realist though at the same time, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, $1 today, crazy stuff. I spend hours upon hours upon hours reading the forums and YouTube searching Dogecoin, YouTube searching Mr. Beast, YouTube searching all the popular stuff that's out there to see who's talking about it and who feels the same way. And it's a thing, Mr. Beast fan, what's up? Yeah, man, I live in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. We're about an hour's drive from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is the nearest place that has a Mr. Beast burger. And my family and I are huge Mr. Beast fans, and we always watch it. I have a 13-year-old son and a 6-year-old son, and we're always watching Mr. Beast, and we love it. And we haven't gotten the chance to head out to Baton Rouge yet to try Mr. Beast burgers, but we actually need to go pick up a new washing machine. a new dishwasher today, and I think I might try and coerce the family into heading that way so we can check out some Mr. Beast food. But you know, here's what it is, right? So anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to give us some views today. If you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like. It helps the channel grow. It gives me positive momentum to keep coming back here and feeding you guys with this stuff. So yeah, thank y'all. Yep, Dustin Poirier, that's right. Mr. Poirier is from Lafayette, Karen Crow area, which is our adjacent city. Lafayette's just 10 minutes away, give or take. He trains around here and all stuff. So yeah, congratulations to Mr. Dustin Poirier for beating Conor McGregor. For those of you that are into the fight scene, yeah. So that's something to be proud of, you know. Mr. Beast could probably buy like $5 million of Dogecoin, and he could write it off probably as a charitable contribution for his taxes. So let's see, let me try and catch up on some chat here. Also, if I don't respond to your chats, guys, please don't take it as me not monitoring it properly or ignoring you guys. It's just I have two computers up and I'm trying to do a few things at once. But anyway, more on the current Dogecoin situation. We are at basically 3.3 cents, which is okay. Like I said, if we can survive, keep our heads above water till midweek next week, I'm really interested to see what happens when those funds start hitting those Robinhood accounts. Loud, you from Lafayette, man? Cool. My channel was previously dedicated to playing Magic the Gathering Arena online and a little bit of Fortnite with the kids and stuff online. I'm a lifelong Magic the Gathering player and stuff like that. But I converted it recently. I had to take a break from that. Just some stuff was going on. Mr. Beast fan. Let me see. I'm missing some chat right here. Why is it coming up on my? I must be delayed. Do you need sub? I got your back and likes the burgers. Pretty. Mr. Beast fan. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Means a lot to me. So what was I just talking about? Oh, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, so I'm an old guy. I'm 44 years old, and I've been playing Magic the Gathering since it came out in 93, 94. So I played professionally for a few years back when I was younger and yada yada yada. So I brought that to my channel, but I had to take a break from that for personal reasons. So I've always been in cryptocurrency for the last few years, like I said, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to start running some cryptocurrency videos, especially with the Dogecoin movement, like I like to call it. That because we're bringing in so many new people. I thought, you know, I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor, but I do have a lot of information kind of just jammed up here that I didn't have anyone to share it with because no one in my household, you know, I have a wife who's not interested really in that kind of stuff, and then my two kids are young, and so I don't really have anyone to discuss my knowledge with, and you know, to better myself and help, you know, get together as a community and just get some more knowledge, you know. So I was like, well, you know what? If I'm looking for Dogecoin stuff and I'm looking to get as much information as I can to make smarter decisions, you know, well then someone else is. So I said, let's throw this on here and see what it generates. And you know, yesterday, I streamed for almost 5 hours. We were steady over 1,200 viewers. I mean, I ended up the video ended up with like 25,000 views, and you guys were fantastic with the likes and the subs. I was like, man, this is fantastic. This is really generating some hype and some discussion. Let's do it again. So I'm gonna keep trying to pump these out as long as people want to stay positive and roll with it along for the ride here. trying to get some more funds and people holding in the Dogecoin movement, you know. So yeah. You know, like I said, I don't like this is not financial advice. By no means would I ever, you know. But like I said, all I can tell you is what I did, and you can take that for what it's worth. 2 days ago, I bought in at about 2.5 cents. And honestly, I think if we dip down into the twos again, I might buy some more Dogecoin, because like I said, while we did pump to 7.5 cents, give or take, day before yesterday or whatever it was, and it came back down and came up, you know, I really think the heat's gonna start to get hot midweek next week, whenever all those funds are released that are on hold from Robinhood and stuff like that. I think we should start seeing some momentum. And midweek is my target. I'm targeting Wednesday, which I think is the 5th day from yesterday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm seeing Wednesday as kind of like my target date for the influx of funds. So, and you know, at that point, you know, anything that starts hitting the market cap at that point will move. You know, the coin just starts to run it, because it's such a, you know, low market cap. So so that's where I stand right now. Let's see. Robinhood, yeah, Robinhood's gonna have some problems. They did everybody wrong, and they trying to pull the, what do you call it, wool over the sheep eye, kind of, whatever that statement is. Yeah, you see another thing like this gentleman, Mr. Dave TV, talking about that waiting on to get verified from Binance. I think they're just the influx of hundreds of thousands of people trying to make accounts, you know, to hurry up and get in the Dogecoin before it starts running. I think they crapped out the system. That's what it sounds like. And you know, they gave us different excuses, but you know, auto, wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, thanks, Cody. Believe me, at these times, and when I'm going on like a 36-hour awake spree, like things start spewing out of my mouth that I'm out of control. I mean, then it's still there. Sometimes I just can't convey it as fluently as I would like. So I appreciate everyone bearing with me and being patient, but it's all for the positive. It's all for the good. You know, we want everyone. And you know, like someone else was asking about scams and stuff like that. I said, no, this is not that, because this is not something where, like, I'm gonna get in it and then talk someone else into putting money into it, which I don't. Or let's just say I suggest someone to put money in it or whatever, and say it's gonna help you and stuff like that. And in turn reap the rewards. That's not how it works with this. The more investment and the more money that is put into Dogecoin, it's just a one-for-one thing. It's a straight thing. There's no like, you're not looking at fees or service charges and blah 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 blah. You dump this money into the coin, into the market cap. You get the market cap out. The coin goes up. It's just a one-for-one. Poop poop. And then everyone that's involved is gaining and earning. So yeah, if someone's worried about that, that's not what this is. That's not what cryptocurrency is. It's, you know, while this coin might not have the fundamentals and whatnot for long-term investments and that sort of stuff, it's still a legitimate coin. It's still doing what it's meant to do, and you know, it was just chosen to be our savior, I guess. You know, no negativity in the channel, please. I understand you like to express how you feel, but I try and avoid the negativity. It's not why people are here. So once again, thanks everyone for hopping in. Any likes and subs are always appreciated. Gotta go, mate. Nice to see you. Take it easy, Mr. Beast fan. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for taking some time. All right. We found our first a-hole of the day. They always come out. I'm gonna let him run though. Probably pretty sad guy. Yeah, and some of those like Coinbase. Coinbase doesn't have Dogecoin, so it's not really relevant in this situation. But some of the exchanges that want your social and all that stuff like that, uh, that's just them abiding by like the U.S. tax laws and stuff like that. So that if you, I think if you reach a certain amount of capital gains, they have to notify you and have to report to the IRS and that sort of stuff. Um, and the ones that don't are just because if I'm not mistaken, or their LLC or their corporation is derived in a country or a place that doesn't tax capital gains, and so sometimes they don't ask for that. I'm not a CPA, I'm not an attorney, I don't have all the 100% correct knowledge on that. I just know what I know from from what I've researched. But we don't have to start being concerned about that till we start pulling in some real money. So I would gladly pay taxes on if I get to the point where I'm taxed on capital gains, but that's just me. Doge is like the what they call weed, the transition drug. Like Dogecoin is like the transitional crypto. Gateway drug. Thank you, Mr. RD Flash 2. God, like I said, it's there. Just can't get it out. The gateway crypto. uh, yep. Someone else had me laughing yesterday. We were having discussions like this, and just doing our thing, and I started really getting off track. And someone had suggested that I look like Mark Ruffalo, right? So we started throwing around Hulk jokes and stuff like that. And someone said we were stressing how you need a hold, buy and hold, and someone said the incredible hold, and it made me laugh. I wanted to make like a little meme with the Hulk saying, like hold, the incredible hold. I don't know. Sometimes stuff like that makes me laugh. The incredible hold. Funny stuff, man. We had a good time yesterday. So many people had so many was so like forgiving with me, and it was so long. I was losing my mind. We were having such humorous discussions about like all trying to be Dogecoin related, but like I'm not as technical as some channels. Like some guys, like to pull up their graphs and break down the charts, and that's what the truth is. Yes, I do look at that, but mostly for your fundamental coins that have been around and are developing some sort of pattern. Like I was suggesting to people, and some people were disagreeing with me, and that's fine. But my opinion is that look, you can't really chart Dogecoin. Like it just they decided to do this 3 days ago, and then it started spiking, and it's gonna, of course, it's gonna be up and down because of the influx of money in the last 3 days. But attempting to chart Dogecoin, and like I'm like, man, I don't. This is more of a community thing. Like this is the people deciding to put money to it. I can't regulate or try and guesstimate what's gonna happen on a chart because of a 3 day pump. I mean, sorry, I might be wrong, and there might not be the professional news that you guys were coming here for. But that's not what I do. I just like to, we can all get our heads together, try and wrap around what we're doing, and follow the coins movement, and just try and be positive, man. Is the ticker still working? I have to refresh that sometimes. Let me refresh it and see. Yeah, I guess it was. Okay, let me catch up on some chat right here. Bitcoin conference. When is that Bitcoin conference? It's soon, right? Always lose track in the year when they do that. Yeah, it's scary for people that bought at its peak, but this is pretty normal of a pump. And like I said, because of the restrictions to Robinhood and the exchanges crapping out and stuff like that, we didn't get the chance to continue pushing. Everything crapped out. So I'm my personal suggestion is to not fret, just hold until next week and see what kind of movement you start getting when people start getting access to their funds. That's how I feel. February 4th is the conference. Okay, yeah. Yeah, man, god damn, that's right there. Does anyone know if they stream that conference, like to where you can kind of follow and listen in and that sort of stuff? That would be entertaining. Pornhub accepting those. Hey, yeah, I don't know. Where is my? I thought I had my alert box running. I don't see any alerts going off. I think it all has to be tied to Twitch, a different platform. But anyway. Yeah, yeah. Was it the Keiko show? That yeah. See, I don't disagree with that tactic. Like I don't day trade. And yeah, it would have been great, to have bought in at 2 cents, 3 cents, and then sell at 7, and then let it go down, and then you buy again at 2 or 3 cents. But what that in this situation where everyone's attempting to just put as much as you can into it so that it inflates and go, that starts to stagnate the growth, and I'm not disagreeing with it. It's just um I think someone on the Reddit boards, someone that was one of the original developers of this whole Dogecoin movement thing, put out like a kind of like a roadmap of what they would like to do. If you guys bear with me for 1 second, I'll pull it up for y'all. I'd like for everyone to take a look at that real quick. Just give me a second. Let me where is my okay, 1 second, you guys. Let me pull that up for y'all. It's gonna be it's not the easiest thing in the world to find because there are hundreds of thousands of posts, but they usually pin it. See if I could find this. It was a really nice explanation of what they want us to do. Bear with me, please. I apologize for the little bit of delay. I probably should have had this up, but I've got so much stuff going on my computer. He was okay. Here it is. Here it is. Perfect. Yes. Yes. It's a really intelligent explanation on how they suggest that we get this going. Okay. Let me switch back and I'll bring it up for you guys real quick. Okay. I gotta go to window capture, no, display capture, and then drop this, and we should have it. Okay, so let me look on my other computer. Bear with me for a second. I'm in a little bit of a delay. Okay, so this is for those of you that are interested in. Let me. Okay, so what they're suggesting is this is what we're aiming to do, and it makes a lot of sense. Well, this was yesterday. 5 cents is the floor, okay, and it's not. I mean, it's 3 cents, give or take, right now. And they were saying when it dips below 5 cents, that we all buy some more to pump it back up a little bit. And there were 500,000 people on this thread, so we were talking just like $5 a piece, and everyone does that, then it could keep you above that floor. And we're at 3 cents, so obviously not everyone read this, but if you whenever you see it low, if 1 million people put $5 into it, then you're gonna keep it above that wall, that floor. I mean, okay, step 2 is when it reaches $1, that you only sell off 10% of your Dogecoin, so that way the price will continue to be high, but you still take some profits so that you get your initial investment back and that sort of stuff. And that's it. I mean, if we can continue to do that, you know, everyone drop $5-10 in it whenever, you know, with hundreds of thousands of people are all on board doing this every time it starts to fight with the 3 cent board floor now, or a 5 cent floor. Doesn't it make a lot of sense? And it seems very very simple that something like that could be done, you know. But again, that's just if people choose to do it, you know. I think it makes a lot of sense. I liked it. So yeah. Yeah, you do have your people that were gonna come in here and take advantage of the pump and dump kind of thing, you know. But that's people that were aware of this already and what a pump and dump was, uh and that it exists and all that stuff. So like, so I think once you know those people are weeded out, and you have your people that you know are on board for the whole Dogecoin movement and trying to do this so that we do get some substantial gains and not just a you know a quick 1 or 2 day thing. I think there's enough people interested in this and on board to where the market cap gets pushed up past those people just pulling profits, you know. I get it, you know. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just and I don't know how to let me see something here. Hold on. We got some people being ridiculous. I don't like spamming my if you don't cool out, I'm gonna start kicking some of y'all. Not to be mean, it's just we have some people generally enjoying themselves here. Thanks again for all the views, by the way. Any likes and subscribes are greatly appreciated. I could get something going with the channel to where we can keep these guys, these streams coming out, give some people a little place to come hang out and you know, be positive and try and get some coin movements, you know. I'm almost out of lemonade. I might have to make some coffee. Yeah, and for those of you who want to know some numbers, like I said, I'm right with y'all. At the 7.5 point peak, I would, if I would have sold, I would have made I would have made $11,000 if I'd have sold at 7.5 cents. I didn't, because I'm gonna hold. I believe in pumping this coin for the mid to long term. I think it could be something special. So I chose to hold. I didn't take my $11,000 profits, and now I have 0 profits, give or take. And you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm not, because I'm so interested to see what happens midweek next week when those funds start hitting those people accounts. I'm you know, we really want to see. Really want to see what that's gonna do. You know, you can't really predict spikes. You can't predict dips. If you could be, you'd be a very wealthy person. But I'm just taking the information that I have and putting it, you know, trying to make legitimate sense with it. You know, what makes the most common sense. And like I said, for me, it's knowing that there were so many people trying to buy the coin and make accounts to get into these exchanges to buy coins that it crashed some of them, and Robinhood did the Robinhood thing to us, and then Robinhood even started delaying deposits for 5 days. So just that knowledge right there, that's real information. That's what happened. That's what we know. Okay. Now, so knowing that is, you know, come Tuesday and Wednesday is when those 5-day periods start releasing on these people and the funds start getting into their Robinhood accounts and stuff like that. So, if the people are still on board with what they were trying to do initially, then those funds should start coming into Dogecoin from those people at that time. And like I said, if that does happen, which I'm assuming it will, because that makes the most sense to me, then the coin will start to rise, and then it starts pulling in the attention of the people that were getting scared, and then FOMO starts kicking in, fear of missing out. Then that starts to kick in, and then maybe that can draw some attention of some of the heavy hitters. And then once the things start rolling, I think there's a chance for something special to happen. So that's where I stand on that part as far as when it's gonna pump and this time. Like I said, so like I told y'all, at 7.5 cents, I would have made $11,000 if I would have sold, and I chose not to. And that's part of the whole mentality. You have to hold if you want the coin to become valuable. Like $11,000 is a lot of money, a ton of money to me, a ton of money. I'm not a wealthy person. That's a lot of money. That's like half my year's salary kind of shit. But like, do you want that, or do you want to wait? Take a chance and wait a few weeks or a month or whatever and have twice that or 3 times that? Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is, right? Hold. You got to buy, you got to hold. You got to buy, you got to hold. Like I said yesterday, money, power, green. We like to see green. Buy, hold. That's the way. This is the way. You guys like The Mandalorian? Oh, speaking of yesterday, the latest episode of WandaVision came out. I always forget because in this day and age, when I was younger, it was all about like shows coming out on certain days and you watch them. But with this generation of TV and on demand and whatever, I'm not used to having to wait for episodes. So I don't even pay attention to when they come out. But oh yeah, crap, you're right. Where's my hat? Hold on, let me go get my hat so I could turn on the switch so we can get some pumps. Hold on. Can't find it. I can't find my hat, man. Kids must have took it. Shit. My bad, bro. I don't have it. Crap. Best mobile app to buy Doge. Man, I would like to have be the guy that is super educated on that thing, but unfortunately I have to admit I am not. I use Coinbase. Hold on, let me tell y'all. I use Coinbase normally, which obviously doesn't have Dogecoin. I use KuCoin, which doesn't have Dogecoin. I use Exodus as an app to exchange cryptocurrencies, which is nice. But for my purchases, and like I said, I can only comment on what I do. I use Trade Ogre, and that is an exchange. So I don't purchase the crypto on my mobile and do it that way. I'm kind of old school when it comes to crypto, just because of it. I've been just who I was dealing with for the last few years. So and I can't use Binance because I'm in Louisiana. I'm one of the few regulated states that don't allow it. Kraken is probably who I would choose if in my situation. If I wasn't in Louisiana and I didn't have the regulations in this state, I would be using Binance. So that's really all I can comment on, but Louisiana, they're weird about stuff, so you kind of have to take what you can get. Exactly, the diamond life. Thank you. That is a very wise statement. We like to be positive. Nobody likes negative Nancy's, and it's not good for the community. It's not good for the Dogecoin movement. So that's important. I like to stress that. Also, I think it's definitely worth buying right now if that's what you're asking, because we're at kind of the low end of what's been going on the last 3 days. And if you're gonna buy, hold it. That just makes the coin more valuable. And that's just my suggestions, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. I just like to tell you guys how I feel, what I am doing, and suggestions from other people that I take that I think make a lot of sense is how I roll. You know, I would hate to have done this and people come in here and you have discussions and stuff like that, and um, they miss out. Like what there's a good chance in a week this is worth twice what it is, or even in a few days, whatever, who knows. But I mean, we've seen it go up and down the last 3 days, right? So if there's a chance these people, you guys could have really made some real money in a few months time, like something significant. I mean, is that really a long time to wait in the grand scheme of things? Look, with my lifestyle, with my two businesses and my kids and stuff like that, I know we're not all in the same situation, but look, a week or two goes by. Sometimes I think I'm in the same week. Time goes by so fast now. You start to lose. You become busy and you have a lot of responsibility and stuff like that. So this is a great escape for me and for some people that are in the same situation as me. It's kind of enjoyable and entertaining, to purchase some coins here or there, and keep your portfolio kind of broad. And that way, if one coin is not doing good and the other one is, every day you have something to look forward to outside of the realm of your day-to-day stuff that becomes monotonous and not as enjoyable in life. This is kind of like an adult game, kind of. So uh anyway, do you think those will hit $1 or more? That's kind of the topic everyone wants an answer on. I guess it's the hype train. What leads the hype train, that's the engine. Like I said, if you'd have asked me that 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I'd have said no way. It's just, that's $128 billion you would need uh, for the circulating supply of Dogecoin to get to $1, and we're sitting at $4 billion market cap. Now, day before yesterday, at the 7.5 cent spike, we were just under $10 billion. I think we were the number 7 coin on coin market cap. That's almost, that's a good 9% of the entire market cap you would need to get to $1, give or take. I'm not a mathematician and I don't have a calculator in front of me. But yeah, if you ask me, do I think we can get there now? Yes. Do I think it's gonna happen in a week? No. If people stick to the movement and continue doing what we plan to do over the next, I don't know, foreseeable future, I guess to me that would mean month, 2 months, 3 months. It's possible. It's not realistic. Like it would be difficult, very difficult. Of course, nothing's impossible. I think a better midterm target, like if everything goes right for Dogecoin, if these exchanges stop shutting down, and the mobile apps start allowing people to purchase and don't put restrictions on deposits, if everything goes right, I think a good midterm target would be like 40 cents, and that's over the course of a month or two kind of thing. And that's just me kind of snowballing right there. Yeah, the first day when this really went crazy, I mean, it was looking like we were gonna go to the moon, and then all the exchanges started crapping out, and Robinhood pulled that shenanigans and just bottlenecked everybody, and that scared away a lot of people. But in a way that was just showing you how much buying power was attempted to be run through the system, which ultimately is probably a good sign, if you want to look at it that way. And that's how I like to look at it. Panic selling is just, that's bad. That's bad for everybody. But I get it. Believe me, I was at stroke levels a couple times the last 2 days, especially when I chose to not take the profits because I believe in the movement, and I lost my 11 grand. But that was my decision, so I'm looking forward to watching it go back up. Yeah, it's hard when it's down like that, but the cryptocurrency market and Dogecoin is the outlier. I mean, this thing is gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down because of the community and because of what's happening with Dogecoin. So it's difficult to get used to. I reference it to like a professional poker player with the so many peaks and valleys, ups and downs. Some people aren't built to handle this, but it does go up and down. So if you can stomach it and just when the highs are high, celebrate. When the lows are lows, buy some more, kind of thing. But imagine selling because of selling because of the dips, and you're not used to this and whatever. Coin goes to $1. I mean, you know how you would feel? You try and buy back in a Dogecoin at $1. I mean, no, bruh. Nah. Nope. I mean, nope. So that's not how you want to do it. You're going the wrong way. You're going backwards doing it that way. You want to take what you have now because you were able to consolidate. I mean, you were able to accumulate so many coins that when it does start to become valuable, you're just multiplying your profits, multiplying. So yeah, this is it, boys. This is war. 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Project Heavy Chevy. Yes, sir. I am Louisiana. And the name Project Heavy Chevy kind of makes me feel like you might be Southern as well. Am I right or am I wrong? Trying to catch your response. Chat's starting to ramp up here. Alabama, tell me we don't know what's up. I could feel the Southern in the Project Heavy Chevy title. I have restored a 1971 Chevrolet Corvette, and I restored a 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle in my lifetime. And I had to sell them both for financial reasons. When I finished the Chevelle, it was a penny. It was like copper colored with black racing stripes, and I mean it was perfect. And in fact, I have some YouTube video. Oh well, not on this channel. I'd have to link them to you. But right when I finished the car, I needed a new roof on my home and one of my businesses, so I had to let the car go. But it did cover both the roofs, so yeah. Anyway, off topic, but back to Dogecoin. I'll tell you all what happened yesterday. I got home, like I said, I work nights, and I got home, I think it was around 4, something like that. And when I left work, that was when I went from like, I had $11,000 profits. I went to work at midnight. When I got home at 4, it was wiped out. Almost no profits, and the coin was down to like 3.5 cents or so. And then I came on here and I started streaming, and I think it was like around 7 in the morning or so, it had got back up to 6.5 cents. I think that was when maybe most of the Euro people were starting to get going, and I could be wrong, but something happened around that time somewhere in the world where there was an influx of funds. Now it's a little bit different today with the stock market being closed on the weekend. If I'm not mistaken, I think Friday is the last trading day, so that may have something to do with all that. I don't know, but Anyway, I'm interested to see if today, in a couple hours or so, if the coin starts to ramp back up like it did yesterday. I don't know what caused that. I'm not too familiar with what parts of the world are financially active at times, kind of thing. But all I can tell you guys is what happened yesterday at particular times, and you can take that information for what it's worth. Let me pull up some charts for you guys if you're interested in that. Like I said, I take that stuff with a grain of salt when you come into a coin like this. Um, but either way, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Oops, wrong button. Man, I keep doing that. Let's go to right here, and we're gonna switch on over to my I'm gonna cut out the chat box for a second, ladies and gentlemen, and turn on my display capture so that I can come here and give you guys a fresh look at the graphs and the charts right now. I know some people are interested in that. Let me make sure it looks good. Maybe I can shrink myself, huh? That's kind of a what they call it. Here we go. That's a little more pleasing to the eye. Okay, let's see if that works. Forgive me. This is all on the fly, so make sure that everything's legible. Don't want to have my logos and stuff in the way. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, that's fair. Why is it off center like that? Oh, because I need to move it. How about that? This is it, boys. This is war. Where is my damn display capture? Okay, let's move this. Let me try and get this right for y'all. Again, forgive me. This is all on the fly. See what that looks like when I switch back to full screen. Is that better? Not really, huh? Okay, anyway, enough fighting with it. I just kind of wanted to let you guys take a look at the charts for a minute. Yeah, that's better, huh? Yeah, I think that's better. So anyway, you guys can take what you want off of these charts. Like I said, I'm not a technical guy. I don't get into this stuff too much, especially on a coin like Dogecoin. I do pay attention to this on the fundamental coins. I do like to look at the volume. Obviously, you can see how poor the volume's been. Let me refresh this just to make sure that it's up to date. But yeah, so I do pay attention to the volumes, which is important. Buying and selling volume is when the coin's more active. There's just more people involved, and you can see over here how active it was, and with the spike and the decline and that sort of stuff. So we're really low on volume, and that's, like I said, I'm kind of thinking that was because of the bottleneck from the exchanges and Robinhood and stuff like that, limiting people's purchasing power. So I'm expecting this to start to ramp up Tuesday and Wednesday. I really can't speculate on the weekend. I just don't see any kind of thing, any kind of news or anything that would cause it to fluctuate one way or the other. Which you can see way over here. I mean, we were teetering on 8 cents on the 28th. We got back up. So what I was saying about yesterday was, let me see if I could find the time right here. Yesterday at like 7 in the morning, we had got up way over here. See, there it is, 7. See, yesterday morning at 7, it was all the way back up to 6.3 cents. Well, actually, at 6 a.m. it got up to almost 7 cents, guys. Can you believe that? Like it must have it was just a candle spike though, and then it came back, and the actual volume numbers were more in tune to around around 6 or 7 a.m. we were flirting with 6.5 cents. Right here. So I'm interested to see what happens this morning at that time, if we can, whatever went on in the world financially, if we can pull some pull some profits. I mean, not some profits, but get some pumpage around that time. And again, you could take the information you want from this chart and do it with it as you please. To me, I can't take this information as the Bible when it's just we're dealing with a one-off here with the Dogecoin movement and an influx of people and purchasing. And this is typical. It's very typical of after a parabolic rise, right? That you're gonna have a correction and stuff like that. I mean, everyone knows that, but I can't read too much into this. And you can see there's not much activity at all over here. So it's just slow right now. A lot of this decline has scared off a lot of the panic sellers and all that kind of stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. I'm still very positive about it. Let me turn chat back on for everybody. So yeah, like I said, that's I'm looking forward to Tuesday and Wednesday, and yeah, everyone has their opinions as far as cryptocurrency as a whole, especially Dogecoin stuff like that, and so do I. But I'm also not dumb to the fact that you get a few million people deciding to do something, and it can happen. I mean, look at the GameStop stock and look at what Wall Street Bets did to those people. And those are people in the Reddit forum that we communicate with and know what's going on. So buy and hold, people, is all I can say. Buy and hold. Make sure my ticker's still working. My old ticker's still running good. My ticker's ticking like they say it should. I got supper in the oven, a good woman's loving. Even my bad days ain't that bad. Lord knows I'm a lucky man. Yeah, I'd like to see some of those GameStop people come drop some of those hundreds of millions of dollars they made on this Dogecoin. That was kind of the thing, if we can get some of those people on board, because and just start hitting different parts of the financial world with what's happening. I'd like to see it, My old truck's still running good. My ticker's ticking like they say it should. Yeah, the AMC it was, but that's when Robinhood they stopped trading on Nokia and Robinhood, and so Robinhood, look, they're gonna have such a bombardment of lawsuits coming their way. I don't know what's gonna happen with those people. Please chill the negativity. I appreciate it. Also, any subscribes and likes, ladies and gentlemen, are very much appreciated. Trying to turn the channel into something special. I don't want to be another one of your typical channels that just dig so far into graph data and stuff like that. It's just that's not what I do. That's not why I'm here. I appreciate the comments and the suggestions, but if you guys are looking for analytical data and someone that's a brilliant mastermind when it comes to cryptocurrency strategies, there's plenty of that for you guys can look up and go around. We here because we are positive thinkers. We believe in the Dogecoin movement, and we want to see everyone reap some rewards and benefit what everyone's trying to do. I think it's just a great idea. I'd love to see all you people become rich off of this. Then one day we can come in here and just joke about how we I dropped my bottle of champagne on my yacht number 3. And I spilled my champagne on my bear rug on my 3rd yacht. Oh, it was a bad day. Right? Funny stuff. Funny stuff. I laugh at my own jokes sometimes. You'll have to forgive me. Mm. Oh, I look at market cap. I look at all this stuff. I understand the information. I'm not saying I don't, but I mean, I don't dwell on it on when it comes to Dogecoin. That's fine. I still appreciate everyone's opinions. It's just, I could look at the charts and the graphs and the statistical data for 12 hours straight, and that's not gonna be able to compute into some dude somewhere dropping $5 million into Dogecoin and it spikes, and the statistical data didn't take into consideration a gentleman that I didn't know existed in China just dropped $5 million in Dogecoin. So when it comes to your fundamental coins that have a little bit more have been around longer and where the data is stretched out and can be used properly, yeah, I'm all for that, and I spend hours on the days taking that into consideration and making my investments based off that. So yeah, 100% believe in it. It's just this particular situation on this channel, we're not going to focus on that, I don't think. So for those of you that are on board with what we do and enjoy yourselves here, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the likes and the subs. It means the world to us. So I like the positivity. Uh, I'm all over the place with my stats, bro. My ticker's ticking like they say it should. Although on my screen, am I cut off at the top for you guys? Oh no, there it goes. I just need to refresh my page. My for some reason my layout was messed up on my second computer, but I just refreshed it. So if you guys are not seeing the Dogecoin ticker and the viewing numbers and all that stuff, you might want to refresh your YouTube. It just helped me. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Thanks everyone for the support, getting on board with the Dogecoin movement. Even if you're not invested, it's just nice to stay positive. It keeps you in a better frame of mind for the rest of the day and stuff like that. So thanks everyone for being on board and supporting us and supporting what we're trying to do. It's for everyone. It's going to benefit everybody. So I told everybody earlier, if we dip back under 3 cents, which I hope we don't, but if we dip under 3 cents again, I'm gonna buy some more. And that's just, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, not an expert, blah 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 blah. I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do. Do not read anything into it, please. But if we go into 3 cents, I'm buying some more. Okay, this gentleman is picking for a fight, so that's just not something's wrong with my something's wrong with my well, I can't kick people right now for some reason. Try to. Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh. No, it's not letting me. What the hell? It might be because I'm streaming from Streamlabs. Uh anyway, I'm not gonna cry about it. And I'm not gonna be negative. That's just a sad person. Okay. I still feel good about all this. Really happy. Although it's about time for some coffee. I don't know why my I need to figure out why it's doing that to me. Like I usually have total control of the chat, but I'm used to, I don't know if I told you guys, but I used to stream on Twitch and I had control of everything. But I decided to stream to YouTube for this because of the popularity factor. I knew more people would see it there, and we'd have a better discussion. And the chat situation is a little bit different for me here, so I'm just not as familiar with it. So I apologize if I don't have the control and do things that you guys would like for me to do. It's just I'm not used to the functionality here yet, you know. Y'all want to see my account, which y'all don't believe I have it? I'll show y'all. So strange. Okay, let me do this and then go to display capture, and I'll show y'all right now on my on this right here. I'll go to my account, wherever it is. I don't have anything to hide. I'm certainly not lying to anybody. Okay, let me cut the chat too real quick so you guys can see perfectly clearly that I am not a bullshitter. As soon as the chat goes down on my little delay, I will show you guys. Okay. So look, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. In fact, I'll zoom in. I am on Trade Ogre. As you can see, Dogecoin right here, I currently have 189,939 Dogecoins. Estimated United States dollar at $5,946, which is less than I purchased them for, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I bought in twice. The first time I bought in, I made a little bit, and on the second purchases, I'm down. So as you can see, like I told you guys, I took a $11,000 loss yesterday, but I did not sell. So for those of you that were freaking out about that, there you go. And back to here, back to this, and voila. Oh wait, I lost my ticker. Window capture. Whoa. Okay, now I think we got it, huh? No? Oh, I know what happened. Is that better? Man, this whole thing's screwed up now. Hold on, guys. Damn it. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Right, y'all are mean. That was an account that I used just for Dogecoin. Y'all want to see my other accounts? Jeez, hold on a second. Crazy, bro. Can't believe how mean y'all are. Unbelievable. Let me get this. Let me get this first. Let me get this right first. Okay, that's almost where we need to be. Y'all are crazy, bro. I'm trying to get this layout look. Okay, that's the layout I need. Now, if you want to see my other accounts, It's okay. I don't mind. It's just I have to pull it up, and I don't want it to look funny on my screen. So give me a second. Crazy people, bro. Okay, so let's see. I want to make sure there's no personal information either. Like I said, I'm not a big investor or anything like that. I'm just a normal guy who's been dealing in cryptocurrency for 3 years. Um, okay, okay, yeah, this looks like it's safe to show. Um, okay, so watch. We're gonna go here, take this off. I'm gonna take off chat box for a second. And then we're gonna go to display capture, and I will show y'all. This is my Coinbase account. This is my portfolio on Coinbase, and obviously on Coinbase they don't have Dogecoin, which is why the previous exchange I showed you guys, there was only Dogecoin. That's why y'all was shitting on my account, but this is it. This is my Coinbase account. As you can see, I only have 82% of a Bitcoin right now because that's what I pulled out to buy my Dogecoin. I also have 500 Chainlink. I have 3,000 Graph, and for those of you who really want to see the rest of it, I'll show you guys that too. And here on KuCoin, oh wait, I gotta log in. Hold on, guys. And okay, and back to display capture. And for those that were hating on that, if you want to hate on the Coinbase account, I currently have a KuCoin account where I hold about 500,000 VeChain. And there you go. That's what I do. So hopefully that pleased oh wait, my display capture was okay. Yeah, so hopefully that pleases you guys. For those of you that thought I was I don't know, full of shit or whatever, however you referred to me earlier. See how we do with that. Okay, back to normal. Back to normal. We should be back to our familiar screen. Hope that was what y'all wanted. But yeah, so we are, well, let me refresh this. I don't know if this is sometimes the ticker freezes up. Okay, so we are sitting at 3.2 cents. And like I said, I would like to stay between 3 and 4 cents. I like the again. I'd like to see it go crazy. But if we could stay between 3 and 4 cents until Tuesday or Wednesday, it would be nice. It would be nice to see what happens when those funds start coming in to the the Robinhood people waiting for their accounts to get funded, and that sort of stuff. So yeah, you got your bad apples, but that's okay. We enjoy the bad apples, right? You can still make applesauce with that. Okay, Mister. If I had Bitcoin, why not buy Doge? Because I didn't want to pull all my Bitcoin out. That's my long-term account. I try not to touch that. I actually had to break apart my one Bitcoin to buy Dogecoin, which should tell you people something. That I felt that strongly about it. So now I need to find a way to earn enough to buy that Bitcoin back, and I will hold Dogecoin until it happens. Because you buy and you hold, you buy and you hold. I would be on board for the spike to 13 cents on Monday. Who said that just now? Mr. Dylan Banasic? Yeah, man. Like I said, my prediction for if everything would have been going right yesterday was 14 cents. But we didn't see that, obviously, with all the crap going on with the exchanges and stuff. So that's a realistic number given Saturday, Sunday, and Monday throughout the day. That's a realistic number for 3 days if everything goes well. It's impossible to know. So okay. Um, Trying to catch up on chat, so forgive me for not keeping you entertained for a minute. We are sitting at 452 viewers. That's pretty solid. I'd like to see 500 before we break into the sun starts coming up. Also, thanks everyone for the likes and the subs. Again, very important and very good for the channel growth. I really like when you people are on board and support me. It makes me stop second guessing myself when the haters are hating. Mr. Jimmy O2 Jimmy C OT1. It's impossible to know when you're gonna spike or decline. All I can do is tell you that is that yesterday between 6 and 7 a.m. We spiked for some reason, which like I said, I can't tell you why, except I can speculate that some parts of the world somewhere maybe it's the time for financial activity, and I really don't know, but I guess it's good to see to watch for that. Again, that was Friday. That could be very different, so I'm not too sure, but it's fun to watch. Yeah, like I said, if we dip below 3 cents again, I'll probably buy some more. That's just me personally. There's like basically no activity right now, no volume, nothing. It's it's pretty stagnant right now. Um, I don't know if that means a whole lot, at this time. Small bets, that's awesome, man, that you got in so early. And it was there for years for people to just load up on. It's just so are 4,000 other coins. It's like a lot of these coins, I mean, some of them are just test coins. I mean, you don't really know what's going on until the fundamentals start showing out, like like something that's just got 5-star caliber like VeChain. I mean, with hundreds and hundreds of partnerships and real world uh you know um real world workings right now, that kind of stuff. But so even my bad days ain't that bad. I officially had to put my first gentleman in timeout in chat. Officially. You can only wave the flag for so long, right? I mean, why not buy those BTC instead of those USD? Because I had to transfer my Bitcoin to another exchange to buy Dogecoin. You know, we try and be positive here. Sometimes we set ourselves up for a failure because obviously I'm not an expert. I do not use Kraken. I might consider it, but they've been crashing on and off the last few days, so I just try to avoid making an account and researching it. But like I said, I'm not a professional. I just I do what I can, you know. Yeah, I don't think Coinbase is ever going to be one of the exchanges that handle Doge because they're very strict on what they allow onto their exchange. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. Dogecoin about to hit 3.3. Oh, HODL. HODL. How long will I be staying up for? From Mr. JP Freak. Man, I don't know. As long as this stream is garnering activity, I'm gonna push it, you know. I'm about to go fix me some coffee. Hopefully that'll pass some time right there. But honestly, I'm interested to see what happens around the 7 a.m. peak. So at least another hour. How's that? Is that fair? At least another hour, maybe longer, depending. If the coin starts, if we start seeing, since I got on, there's been almost no activity. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. But I'm interested to see what happens at the 7 a.m. hour. And if we do start seeing some activity, of course that'll keep me here. So you know, bruh. I'm holding out for a hero to them. Mr. Moni Wick said every time I sing the price drops. Okay, fair enough, Mr. Moni Wick. Like I said, I take them all. Good comments, bad comments, highly suggestive comments. I take them all. In my defense, I think it went up. Yeah, maybe I can sing till it drops down to about 2 cents, then we can buy some more, huh? what do you think about that, Mr. Moniwick? Should we try that? Oh man. Hey, you gotta do something in life. Why not do it with a smile? Mm-mm-mm. And you know, not to mention, it's something we hadn't touched on today. The media, you know, like yesterday, Dogecoin was all over the worldwide media, and you know that also brought an influx of an influx of attempted purchasing power, which crapped out the systems and stuff like that. So I'm kind, it's going to be interesting to see when things get back online to where people can purchase. I mean, people are trying, at least that's from what I'm reading. So like I said, I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna be very positive and stuff like that till I see what happens Tuesday and Wednesday when those funds start getting released. It's just interesting, Yeah, so I'm interested to see. Like I said, I don't know either way, but I mean, it's just information that I'm trying to convert into a strategy. Mr. Jerome, no one really knows, man. No one really knows. We just have to keep buying, keep holding, and monitoring the coin, and stay positive. You'll notice whenever the big money starts rolling in, if it starts rolling in, you'll see it. The coin moves pretty drastically throughout the day. Whenever you start getting some real purchasing power from people that are finally getting access to their funds, which is just terrible for some people, but you know. Saya asking about what's so special about Dogecoin. Dogecoin was the coin that was selected by the Reddit thread to be the target to pump, for the people. So it was just chosen because it was a kind of a meme coin. It was like a tongue-in-cheek coin. It didn't really have any real world use, as opposed to just being an operative coin. So it was just a coin that was chosen. Not to mention there's a huge supply, so it is what it is. It could have been something else, but this was the coin that people in the cryptocurrency world refer to this coin as the meme coin. And like it's yes sir, King French, I'm from a little town called Brobridge, Louisiana. We are next door to Lafayette, Louisiana, an hour from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and 2 hours from New Orleans. Hold, hold the line. Hold the line. Oh, you from Opelousas? Cool, man. I deliver to an account in Opelousas. Kobe's Cajun Cuisine. I have a couple bakeries here in Brobridge, and I make wholesale bread for restaurants. And there's a little place called Kobe's Cajun Cuisine out there that I deliver bread to. Pretty cool. Such a small world. Told y'all. You saw how I sang a minute ago? Look, that coin went up. Y'all don't know. Is it not risky keeping your port? Use a wallet. Well, it kind of is. Coinbase has a feature where you can actually park your funds off site, which I normally have them in there, but long story. But yeah, it is, for official statement, yes, it is riskier to keep your funds on the exchange. So yes, I do plan on moving it back to the parking it like this, so to say, off-site kind of thing, whatever they call it. I try and make bread by making bread. Try to. It's a tough industry, man. The food industry. There's always somebody trying to undercut you. Your vendors are always trying to up price you, and it's just crazy. Yeah, you can also just buy a ledger and store it. Physically store your coin too. I'm pretty active with my coin though, so I kind of keep Coinbase. Coinbase is pretty secure, but you're right, anything can happen. I've been meaning to invest in a really nice ledger. It depends where you are, Mr. Evan, Louis. It depends where you are. Coinbase in the US is very highly trusted, very secure. Binance is obviously probably the top worldwide. If you're in the United States, there's Binance United US, Binance.us. Some states are regulated. A lot of people use what was some people mentioning earlier, like Bittrex and stuff like that. But if you're SCA, I'm assuming that means Seattle. I don't recall what states are. Oh, Southeast Africa. Yeah, that's not Seattle. Southeast Asia. I'm sorry. I would assume Binance is what you want. I'm assuming Binance is what you want. But again, I'm not an expert. Tax protocols with crypto profits. That gets a little detailed, Mr. Tas Fuego. All I can tell you from what I've researched and what I know, and again, this is something that gets very detailed and very technical. You probably want to talk to a CPA about it. If you're at a exchange or you have your money somewhere that has your social security and your information, stuff like that, they do have to report any capital gains above a certain amount. I want to say it's like $40,000. And they do have to report capital gains to the IRS, and you are taxed on capital gains in excess of $40,000. I could be wrong on that number, and of course, it does depend on where you live. There are a couple ways to legally handle that. There's this company called iTrustCapital.com, if I'm not mistaken, that allows you to put your money into an IRA. And within the IRA, they allow you to trade. They only have like 6 or 8 coins right now, but they're adding more. You can actually trade freely inside the IRA without being taxed on any of your capital gains until you retire. And then you get taxed on it as you pull out. Another option, obviously, for those a little more hardcore and that are a little more understanding of the rules and laws, which don't take my advice, but there are a dozen or so countries that do not tax capital gains. So if you're really making some serious money and want to not pay taxes legally, you can actually go buy a residence in one of those countries and live there for 6 months and a day and become a citizen of that country. Most common one to do that, and that welcomes a lot of U.S. people in that industry and those workings, is Puerto Rico. You can go live in Puerto Rico, and then what a lot of people do that are making, like Singapore is one, yes sir. What you can do, I read of some people doing this that made a fortune with cryptocurrencies. They become a resident of Puerto Rico and then just rent out the home the remainder of the time. I don't know. Look, like I said, I don't think any of us are there yet. I'm certainly not there. But they do have countries that don't tax capital gains, and of course you could always not be on an exchange that doesn't require that information of you, so you can kind of remain anonymous. I don't condone that. That's not my business. I have nothing to do with that. So like I said, yeah, in the US we get taxed for everything. I think I'm being taxed right now. So anyway, there's things going on with that. I'm not super knowledgeable about it. I guess one day, if everything works out like for me and for us in our cryptocurrency investments, one day we'll probably find out the hard way about it, but I'm not an expert by any means. There are YouTube videos and information you can go search and look up on that subject, but it gets pretty complex, as it does with every tax situation, and it's just way beyond my my knowledge bracket. Yeah, Coinbase fees are high, but it's very secure and stuff like that. So for those that are able to use it and comfortable using it, it's one of the more secure and stuff. So I mean, I guess you pay for what you get, kind of thing. And there a lot of the exchanges are not expensive, and of course the peer-to-peer stuff is you're just paying for the blockchain costs and stuff like that. So it's all over the place. There's a lot to know about crypto and a lot to learn. I learn every day, all day. Um, but I did get to this point, you know. Let me refresh. But the ticker might be off. Some people were saying that it's not the right price. It looks like the right price. There's just not a lot of activity right now. Yeah, you know, we focus on Dogecoin here. Obviously, this is what the stream about. But if you guys are curious about cryptocurrency and like long term investments, and you guys have some money to invest in that sort of stuff like that, you know, you're gonna want to really long term invest in the fundamental coins. You know, coins that serve real world purpose and have you know have a good development team and products in place, or at least partnerships with real companies, and you know that sort of stuff. um, Obviously Bitcoin, obviously Ethereum. If you guys are interested in what I'm invested in, and want to know why, and want to look at the coin yourselves, you might want to take a look at Chainlink. On Chainlink. um, Chainlink is currently let me refresh this page. Don't want to give any bad information. Chainlink is currently the number 7 coin on market cap, and on coin market cap. And another coin I absolutely love, that I think is grossly undervalued, and I think is going to be huge in the next 1 to 5 years, is VeChain. I think VeChain is absolutely amazing coin. But like I said, we're about Dogecoin today. It's just some of you guys were asking, and I'm really high on Chainlink, and really high on the VeChain. Those are my long-term holds. I keep those guys, and I try not to touch them. I had to touch some of my Bitcoin to convert and buy Dogecoin, but like I said, that was just because I feel that strongly about this movement. So, see, Mr. Paul Manning, we both in agreement on VeChain. If you go take your time and research the coin, and look at the everything, all aspects of the coin, it's just shocking how that coin is so undervalued right now. And I'm thinking, if Coinbase, I know Coinbase had reviewed it last winter, and for whatever reasons didn't list it. I'm sure there's more to it than I possibly know. But if it does ever get listed on Coinbase, I think you're gonna see it skyrocket, because then it'll be much more familiar to the public. You know, at that point. Yeah, VeChain. That's why I made my KuCoin account. It was kind of difficult for me to get a hold of VeChain, and I did what I could, and that's why I work on 3 different exchanges. I had to get Dogecoin on one exchange, I had to get VeChain on another exchange, and then Coinbase had some of the more popular, you know, top 10 coins. But if you guys look, like I said, please, not financial advice, don't take my word for it, but I would love for you guys to go at least take some time and research VeChain. Do that for yourselves. It's very cheap. It's less than 3 cents a piece. It's got a huge circulating supply, well, total supply I should say, but it needs to be for what the coin does. It's basically the leader in the supply chain, being able to track products from farm to table. It can keep track of authenticity of any product in the world, to verify its authenticity, which is eliminating counterfeiting. They're partnered with Walmart China. They're partnered with DHL. They're partnered with BMW. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And you look at this in comparison to other coins that are just created for no purpose, and it's like, bruh, how is this coin? I get it. I get the circulating supply. I get the amount, and I get the cost. But like, it's gonna hit a point where it goes from like the coin where everyone is in agreement that it's incredible, that, you know, that have researched it, to being the coin that, bruh, This is an amazing project that is working now, and it's like, how is this not a top 5 coin? It's I don't know, it blows my mind. Anyway, like I said, I'm not an expert, I don't know a lot, but I, you know, from what I've researched and the way I feel about it, I'll put my money in it, and that's enough for me. That's how strongly I feel about it. Right, Mr. Paul Manning. See, Paul Manning knows a little bit more of the technicals. I did read up on that, and I did what I could to understand that. On the real deep tech side of it. Um, sometimes I just take it for what it's worth, but anyone that takes some time to research that coin is going to understand. And I'm not trying to break off a Dogecoin here, because it's a completely different scenario, but this is more about the community, and like a kind of a little movement kind of thing. But if long term, I don't see how that coin possibly can't be a top 10 coin. It should be now. Blows my mind. So that's just that. I am pleased that some of you guys agree with me, and are we're on the same page when it comes to that. But again, that's completely up to you guys. Makes me feel like I'm not completely dumbed down by what I research and how I feel about particular coins. Thank you guys for all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate any subs and likes that you guys haven't gotten around to. Totally not obligated, but it does help the stream and does help the channel. Yes, also VeChain right now is just partnered with a giant medical group, to I think what it does, and it can do this for the entire medical field. It tracks the COVID vaccine from creation to when it's being administered. And when I say that, I mean it literally like can track, like when it's packaged, when it's shipped, like the temperatures that it's being transported in, and how much the temperatures fluctuates. You can make sure it doesn't fall out of a particular like window, like temperature regulated window, so that, and then when it's received, and it's all being done by the Q codes, what they call them, the QR codes, and people just scan it, and it's all built on the VeChain blockchain and on the network, and they just scan it, and so not that information is being logged in every step of the way. But the thing is, it's not like something that hasn't been done before, but the difference is that on the blockchain it can't be manipulated in any way, and everyone that's involved along the way has access to all that the information at any time, as it progresses. So like the gentleman that initially packaged it, when it gets to where it's supposed to be, they have all the information from along the way. Anyway, it's just incredible. Yes, VeChain is a cryptocurrency. It's VE chain. If you guys want to go research that, it's worth it. Yes, sir, VeChain. But like for now, for the short term, for this movement, I'm focused on Dogecoin. Long term, I'm focused on those other coins. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some movement on Dogecoin. Like I said, I'm interested to see what happens around the 7 a.m. mark, and then we'll determine the longevity and the life of the stream, depending on what kind of activity we start seeing around 7 a.m. I think I'll be comfortable to do something. I keep bumping my mic, and hope I'm not irritating y'all. Let me fix this real quick. I think I can get some more length out of the chat like this. There we go. Open that up a little bit. My cat's trying to play. Can you, what am I missing right here? I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I'm trying right now. Can you please tell about thumbnail? Will it go up or down? Please tell, bro. Thumbnail. I'm not even familiar with what that is, man. Where do you see those going realistically? Like I said, short term, like I'd like to see it get to the 14 or 15 cent mark in the middle of next week. Midterm, like when I say mid, I'm talking in the next 1 to 3 months. I'd like to see 40 cents, and then ultimately I think there's a possibility of $1 if things continue to go well for it, and people continue to do what we're trying to do now. Washington is one of those regulated states. Did you try? I'm assuming you mean Binance.us. Mr. Gabriel, I've only made the last 2 days. I've only streamed the Dogecoin streams. I'm probably going to start making videos. Yes, like I said, I the last calendar year I had been a gaming streamer, and then I had to take a break from that, and I just decided to do these the last couple of days out of my own interest. But I probably will make some videos, probably on VChain, probably on Chainlink. Just to show you my thoughts on them, how I feel about them, and just make people a little more aware. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I don't mind sharing what I know with everyone. So I'll probably start making some videos, so you guys might want to keep an eye out for that. People asking if you should buy, it's the same advice for all cryptocurrencies. Well, any investing. Thank you for the follow. It's the same information I give for anybody investing in anything. Definitely don't invest anything you aren't willing to lose. I know in this situation it's a little different because everyone wanted to get in. I usually suggest people, taking a lot of time to research and understand what you're getting into. I understand this is a little bit different situation and it's a one-off, so it is what it is. You got to take it for what it's worth. But in my situation, the way I do it, I invest what I consider to be heavily based on just what I make and my lifestyle. So if you have money to invest, just make sure that you're able, if you do lose it, if something happens, you're not putting you or your family at risk. I mean, that's just kind of common knowledge. Let's see something here. Yeah, and in crypto and in most things, look, the best time, I forget the exact quote. It might be Warren Buffett that says it. I forget the exact quote, but it's something to the nature of, the hardest thing to do is to invest when things are down and not going well, and looks bad, and the easiest thing to do, vice versa. So like, when things are down and it's like, man, I can't believe I lost money and I don't know what I'm gonna do, it's the time to get in and stay in. It's easier said than done, obviously. Certainly, obviously, like I've already lost money with Dogecoin, but I'm holding. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I'm holding and I'm in it. I'm nothing special. I don't have a bunch of money. I've been working for 30 years. I've been working now, and I'm just now, first time in my life, able to attempt to invest, and it's still not a ton of money compared to some people, but it's honest work. Yeah, if you buy and hold, the price is gonna go up. It's not rocket science. All this, when you see this coin going down, that is just people selling, and it's like, don't do that. You want the coin to be valuable? Buy it and hold it. Like it's just these people that I don't understand. I don't. It's not rocket science. It's not a crazy math. It's just buy and hold. If everyone does that, the coins will skyrocket. Stop selling. Okay, so we are 6:28 a.m. here. Like I said, I'm gonna hold out till 7 a.m. kind of and see if the market does anything like that. I think that might have just been a Friday thing. Like I'm assuming on the weekend there's not gonna be a ton of activity, but that's just me just guesstimating. I probably and could be totally wrong. But I'll hold out till then to see if we can get any activity. And if we don't get in too much activity, I might have to start to call it at some point. But I'd like to see some activity before we head that way. Also, if you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Very much appreciated. It gets me further along to the point I need to be so that I can continue to do these streams and these soon to be coming videos if we get to that point. Bucks or Chiefs? I'm picking the Chiefs because I hate Tom Brady, but Tom Brady is a Wally Pip. He stole Drew Bledsoe's position. I'll never like him because of that. Took Drew Bledsoe's position when Bledsoe was hurt. Anytime you Wally Pip somebody in sports, you shunned for the rest of your career. Yeah, so like I said, if we dip under 3 cents, I'm buying some more. Currently 6:30 a.m. here. That Nokia stock thing, I heard that was part of the Wall Street bets crew's target, but I think they disallowed them from trading it on Robin. I mean on the I don't know, something. Like I didn't get too much into that after it got real technical, and I'm not a stocks guy, so I can't really comment on that. The Reddit group, no, there's a the Reddit group that did the GameStop stuff is Wall Street Bets, and I think that there's a Dogecoin Reddit that kind of attempted to bleed the two together and move on to Dogecoin. So I'm not sure if they're on board yet or not, or if that's got some kind of inner workings going on over there. But the Dogecoin Reddit alone has over 500,000 subscribers, members, and like we said, that's a significant amount of people to attempt to keep a coin somewhat stable until the money starts coming in. But I don't know. I was just gonna have to wait and see. Everyone's holding. Buy, hold. Yeah, this is a worldwide thing. This is in the media. This is huge. Look, if you have so many people trying to buy this coin and make accounts on exchanges that it's crashing them, and we caused Robinhood to run out of money. They had to look. This is not small. I know you people. I didn't. That came out wrong. I meant the few people that are being negative towards it. I understand the negativity and all this stuff like that, but this is really big. Just go to the Reddit, Dogecoin, and trying to sort through some of those posts, trying to read some of that stuff. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of people that are just like, I mean, it's all over the place. And not, I mean, if you turn on the news, you hear Dogecoin. If you turn on the TV, it's Dogecoin. Again, I'm not an expert. It's just I see what you guys see, and I do a lot of research. I spend a lot of my time on this. If I'm doing it, just take it for my word that I think there's a chance to turn to do something with it. I wouldn't have put money in it if not. Believe me, I just don't go around dumping money and stuff. You people. Yeah, sorry about that, Mr. Funkster. That totally came out wrong. I meant the negative Nancy's. That I got a few negative comments. It just came out as you people. You people, you degenerate crypto guys. Oh man, that's funny. I buy my Dogecoin on a small exchange called Trade Ogre because I'm one of the restricted states on Binance.us, and I am not using Robinhood. They can kiss it. Welcome all my new viewers. Welcome. Any likes and subscribes are appreciated. We are about I don't know, 2 or 3 hours into some Dogecoin discussion. We are not experts. We just like to discuss and speculate, and it's all for entertainment purposes. I noticed that yesterday between 6 and 7 the coin spiked. Again, I don't know why. It must have been some financial activity in some part of the world that I'm not familiar with. So I'm looking forward to see what happens around the 7 a.m. mark. It's currently 6:35 a.m. here in Louisiana, United States. So I'm kind of making that my target. If we don't get any activity by then, I'll have to consider trying to catch some rest. But if we do start seeing some activity around that time, I will keep the stream going for as long as we can keep the activity running. Yeah, people. If you want to just shit on Dogecoin, I'm sure you can just hop into some other channel. They'll be glad to have you. This is a positive channel. This is a positive Dogecoin channel. We want people to buy and hold and ultimately make a lot of money. We want everyone to make a lot of money. Trade Ogre I've been using for over 3 years now, and I've not had one issue with them. In fact, I've had you know, they do deal in a lot of like low cap altcoins, but I've kept those low cap altcoins on that exchange for years. I've never had an issue with them. So, you know, like I don't have any ties with them, certainly not affiliated with them. I don't know that side of it. I've just been using them that long and have not had any problems. So take that for what it's worth, please. I'm looking right at the chat. The dude telling me to pay attention to chat. I'm looking right at it, trying to answer everything I can. Bruh. Yeah, they do Twitter, Twitter and the Reddit forums and all that. I notice they'll pick a day, a time in the day to like collectively pump. Like yesterday, it was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I think they had decided, and so if you want to take part in like the quick hitter pumps, you know, you might want to go try and find those threads and be part of that. But for me, I'll watch it all throughout the day and like, you know, set slow mode. Okay, someone told me about slow mode yesterday, and I don't even know where or how to set slow mode. So like I said, I normally stream on Twitch, so I'm not familiar with all the functionality of the YouTube chat, so I apologize for that. I don't even remember how yeah, see, I'm looking at my options and I don't see slow mode. Is the ticker still running properly? Let me refresh. Yeah, I'm not familiar on how to slow mode this thing. Anyway, let's see. Mr. Nickel Pandy, can Doge touch its last all-time high? Oh yeah, definitely. In fact, I'm looking to see something like that happen by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, when everyone's money starts getting released to them. Do I own Ethereum, Link, and or GRT? Yes, sir. I do not own Ethereum, only because I only have so much money to spread around. But I own Chainlink, and I own the Graph. Yes. Someone mentioned something about the market cap. Yes. Let me take a look because I don't want to misquote myself. But Dogecoin's circulating supply is 128 billion. So and Ethereum's market cap. I'm sorry. Good lord, is Ethereum's market cap is 153 billion right now, and for Dogecoin to get to $1, Dogecoin's market cap would have to be 128 billion dollars. So it would be the number 3 coin if it would do that. That's for that's obviously straightforward math, but that's what it would take for Dogecoin to get to $1. Patron 626, the lowest it can go is 0.00 cents. That's the lowest I think it can go. Long term, 3 months from now, what do I think the price will be? Like I said, if everything goes right and people do continue to do what they need to do to get the coin to where it needs to be, if people just buy and hold, in 3 months, I think you could be at 50 cents. Dogecoin. $0.40 was my midterm projection, but I was thinking that would be about 2 months. I'll give it 50 cents at some point in the next 3 to 6 months. It could also go back down to a penny. It all depends on how personal and how real people want this to become a valuable coin. Greetings from Georgia. Hello. Yes, the graph is the Google of blockchain. That's its anticipated case use, and it would be fantastic if they can pull that off. A project like that has a huge undertaking, but I am invested a little bit in it, so I want it to succeed. Me, I'm a holder. Like I said, I had a chance to pull $11,000 profit on Dogecoin, and I chose not to. I'm probably gonna hold until at the end of February. If it's not at a quarter, I guess I'll have to get with the community and we'll discuss. But that's kind of around the time I'll have to start making decisions. But I'm holding for now. Everyone needs to buy and hold. If you want the coin to be valuable, buy and hold. Maximilian Addison, you said you got 60,000 GRT tokens, and you're earning about 200 GRT a day. Is that one of the stake tokens? I mean, I have Grab, but you can stake it, can't you? I'm gonna have to go triple check on that. Okay, Mr. Pascal, what happens when crypto hits $0? What do you mean by that? You mean if the entire cryptocurrency market would fall to $0, then then every coin would have no value, if that's what you're leaning towards. Also, don't forget, on February 4th is the cryptocurrency convention thing, the Bitcoin convention thing. So that's gonna have a lot of hype too, and that's only in a few days. So next week's a huge week for cryptocurrency, you guys. Take it for what it's worth, but there's a chance a lot of these things see some activity with everything happening next week. The funds coming in from Robinhood, the convention. There's a lot that can happen. So it might be a decent time to consider, with that stuff coming up. Tips for beginners to crypto and investing in stocks. I can't come in on stocks. I don't invest in stocks. Best thing to do for cryptocurrency, it would be a good little strategy for someone that's not familiar with it at all. Go to CoinMarketCap, www.coinmarketcap, and it gives you a list of coins in order of market cap, and look at the top 10 coins, and then go read a little bit on each coin and see which one strikes your attention. See which ones looks like they could have a lot of purpose and could be valuable in time. And then, you know, by the time you get through those 10 coins, you'll have a decent knowledge on which way cryptocurrency is heading. Let's see, VeChain. Sunny Lou made a huge statement. Something's big coming up. Oh, really? Just now, Mr. Seydou Alom? Sorry if I'm messing that up. Sunny Lou's my man. I love listening to his interviews and conversations with people. Yeah, that team is just they're so far beyond everyone else. It's mesmerizing to watch that project unfold. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's see, Tim M. Unfortunately, I cannot get on. I don't use Binance because I'm not allowed. I'm in Louisiana. I don't know if they have VeChain on it or not. If someone could confirm, that would be great. There you go. But Mr. Patrick Alexander said yes to VeChain on Binance. Yeah, Ethereum is that's the smart contract. That's like the birth child of smart contract blockchain, coin I should say. It's huge. It's as secure and worth investing in as Bitcoin. Probably more so. It's just Bitcoin was the first and has such a limited supply. It's going to continue to be valuable. Stop selling your Dogecoin, people. Stop selling. Thank you, Mr. Manning, for verifying for Tim. No, Dogecoin will never be worth what Bitcoin is. It's the supply is completely different. The total maximum supply of Bitcoin is 21 million. Total maximum supply of Dogecoin is 128 billion. So yeah, it's apples and oranges. Even if Dogecoin had a nice use case, it's apples and oranges. Let's see something here. Currently 6:49 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, where I'm at. That's Mr. Romain Hautier. I'm looking in about 10 minutes because, like I said, it could have been a Friday thing, and in some parts of the world, wherever this went down, I don't know. But just out of curiosity for myself, 7 a.m. yesterday was when we saw some activity with Dogecoin. So in about 10 minutes, I'm looking to see, and if nothing happens, then that just answers my question that the weekend is just a lot of people take time off on the weekend and the trading is far less and activity is far less, so I'll see. I'm just kind of waiting a few minutes here to see what happens. It could be just a Friday thing from yesterday, but we'll know soon enough. Let's see here. Yep, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Yeah, I mean, see that Spurk. That was one of my concerns, was that everyone that was trying to get in yesterday and day before or whatever, and Robinhood failed everyone. My concern was that with the coin dropping and scaring some people away by the time they get their money. But if the coin, like, it has dropped and stuff like that, so it might be taken as a great time to get back in, even cheaper than it was when they were trying to get in. So it could go either way, and like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm looking forward to see how things go. Hopefully for the positive. How high do I think Dogecoin will go? I've touched on that a few times. By mid next week, if everything goes right and people do put the money into Dogecoin that we're trying to before the Robinhood shenanigans, I could see it going up to 14 or 15 cents. In the next couple months, I could see us hitting a quarter, And then within 3 to 6 months, I could see 40 cents. Again, not an expert, not financial advice. This is all opinionated speculation, all for entertainment purposes. Please do not invest based on what I'm telling you. February 1st, we pump XRP. 50,000 people join our Telegram at Wall Street Bets. Okay. It's good information to have. Class action lawsuits against Robinhood. I don't know, man. I'm not a legal advisor. I don't know. It just seems like they've done some questionable things that could lead to some problems for them. From what I understand, you could sue people for just about anything, so it wouldn't surprise me to see some suits come against them. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Robinhood thing. I don't use them. I really don't know. All I know is that it's been a problem for people trying to buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, and it was I think they ran out of money or something, so they were having to delay deposits for people. I don't know. A lot of shenanigans going on over there. Okay, 6:53. So we're approaching the 7 a.m. mark, which is the mark that I was curious to see if there was a daily thing for some point in the world for some financial activity to start, or if it was just a Friday one-off thing. I don't know. But yesterday, it spiked pretty hard around this time. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subs. We wholeheartedly appreciate it. That's the kind of stuff that needs to happen for me to continue to put me in a place to be able to continue putting out content for everyone. It can be kind of taxing sometimes to to get this stuff situated and organized for everyone. But I do wish that everyone things turn out great for everyone here. I'm so looking forward to and hopeful that everyone does well, man. Again, I'm in the same boat as you guys. I just bought in a couple days ago. I don't have any affiliation with the coin or anything like that. I just really think the movement's fantastic. I'd love to see people make some money. What other crypto should I invest in? Mr. Ethan Wilkes, that is completely a opinionated thing. All I can do is tell you what I'm invested in, and you can take that for what it's worth. I suggest going to research these coins in detail so that you can make a decision for yourself. But obviously Bitcoin, obviously Ethereum are the two standout coins. I also think the world of Chainlink, and my number one favorite coin out of all the coins in existence, and it's only less than 3 cents a piece, is the incredible project called VeChain. VeChain. Just do, everyone watching, do yourself a favor, take some time out of your day to go research VeChain, and you will be like me and dumbfounded as to why this project is not in a top 10 market cap. Again, completely opinionated, but that's how I feel about it. Yep, Chainlink. incredible project. It's going to be needed to bring real world information onto smart contracts. Currently, well, it's working now, but beforehand, when a smart contract was created, it could only decipher, um, it could only compute and decipher the information that was already in the smart contract. Chainlink allows, with their oracles, they allow real world information to come in. Therefore, information can be changed and decided and equated based on what's happening and changes in information across. So yeah, it's basically the chain link to make everything work. I mean, it's just amazing. So go check that out too. Yeah, VeChain, VET. There's VeChain and VeChain Thor. VeChain Thor is just the gas for the coin, for the network that gets burned up and whatnot. So what you want to look up is VET, VeChain. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just telling you guys how I feel. This is just an entertainment channel, that sort of stuff like that. What I do, hell, everything I do could go straight in the tank, and that's just the way it is. But you'll see. Just take some time and research for yourselves, and you'll see why I feel strongly about it. And obviously there are some very knowledgeable people here in the chat right now, thankfully, that are in agreement with some of the things that we touched on. So that might give some direction, at least, if you're new to this and aren't familiar with some projects that look like they could be positive for everyone. So that's just this is just where we stand on stuff like that. Okay, it's 2 minutes to 7 here. Kind of curious to see. Like I said, it could be nothing, but it just gave me a time to hold out for and monitor while I decide how much longer we can hang out here. Like I said, at some point I'm gonna need some rest, but if the activity is still stagnant, I think it's just a good time for a break. I was hoping to see some, like the last couple of days, the coin was freaking so active. We just ran the stream as long as we could, but everybody needs to take a little bit of time, catch some sleep maybe. Let's see. Let me make sure that the ticker is working right. Oops. Okay, yeah, it's working right. I feel like Doge should go up. Like all these new people to the scene, it's literally less than a freaking out. Yeah, again, don't. I wouldn't suggest investing more than you're willing to lose, or but uh, it's some of these things work out sometimes. It's not always bad. And crypto is moving faster, statistically than anything before. So um, we'll see. Very positive. Buy, hold, buy, hold, buy, hold. Right, Mr. Vidner and Sons Trucking. Yeah, I completely agree with that. The weekend, the activity is lower, and then with the stock market closed on the weekends. I know it's not crypto, but a lot of people do buy crypto through their brokerage firms and stuff like that. So there is a the activity is expected to be a little bit less throughout the weekend. Um, Thanks for the likes and subs, everyone. Appreciate it. Impossible to know if we're gonna go up or down, my friends, but the consensus here with the positivity of the Dogecoin movement is that it will go up. Ooh. Yes, you can buy fractions of Bitcoin, Mr. Ethan Wilkes. You can actually purchase however amount of your currency you want into Bitcoin, and then it breaks it down into what we call or what is called a Satoshi. A Satoshi is the fractional placement of an entire Bitcoin. Um, so if you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, and it just breaks it down into that percentage or that Satoshi amount. Okay, okay. Short-term coins, Mr. Warrior Gaming. See that's another thing. That's very speculative. I mean, you know, it just depends on how much influx of funds come into that particular coin is what causes it to spike to be what you would consider a short-term coin or a long-term coin. Like the Doge movement was obviously what looks to be shorter, but could end up being substantial if people continue to put money into it. Kind of impossible to know. If you're looking at something that's volatile, that moves a lot on the day, monetary, cash, money wise, USD wise, Bitcoin obviously is known to fluctuate $3 or $4 or $5,000 in a day, if that's what you're asking. But as far as being able to speculate on percentage gains in a day, that's very difficult. Okay, so it's 7:03 and we is this moving? I didn't notice what it was the last few minutes. We're at almost 3.3 cents. Let me make sure that this is refreshed. Yep. Okay, so now we're moving a little bit, unless it's just my imagination because I want it to be, because I was targeting 7 a.m. But I haven't been staring at the ticker either. I've been reading chat. Speaking of, let me not get too far off. Buy, hold, don't sell. Right, Mr. Warrior Gaming. That's what I meant. Like it's difficult to know what coins are gonna go up 100% in a day. Obviously, if we knew, we would we would be investing in those. But I guess you can just go pull, you know, percentage gains on particular coins for the month and that sort of thing if you're really curious. Okay, I don't see the activity that we saw yesterday at this time, so it's currently 7:05 a.m. here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everyone for the likes and subs, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to Tuesday or Wednesday, right around that 5 day limit when those funds get released and people are able to buy again. I mean, can you imagine if we're holding this kind of volume when people came and buy? I mean, that's interesting to say the least. So I'm looking I'm being positive. It looks like a positive thing. Yeah, can you imagine when it's freed up and people can finally buy? Good lord, crazy. Good morning, Mr. Cash. Well, we just been monitoring, waiting for some activity, but things are pretty low key. We're not getting too much activity, basically hardly any volume. Could be a weekend thing. I know people are still having trouble buying Dogecoin because of the Robinhood situation, and looks like exchanges are one of the few ways right now to purchase some. So it's just they're kind of holding the man down right now, but we're being positive, you know. Yeah, you see, the real Jayla Marie. Thanks for hopping in and clarifying, verifying that you actually know some people that are trying to buy and can't. In fact, I have a family member who contacted me last night and was asking how to buy it, where he can buy it, because he's not involved in crypto like some of us. He used the Robinhood, from what I understand, very not heavily, but enough to where that's where he was expecting to buy it and couldn't. We also have the Bitcoin conference next week, which is going to generate tons of cryptocurrency news. So we might see an influx of just money coming into the entire market as a whole. So all this stuff is very, very positive for next week. Um, so catch up right here real quick. Yeah, can't buy in Robinhood. You see, that's terrible. Can you imagine? I mean, I mean, millions of people trying to buy Dogecoin right now, and are being brick walled. You know, can you imagine once those floodgates open? I mean, that's gonna be a monumental pump, I believe. You know, when, I don't know. I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday. It all depends on if Robinhood lets people buy once they get their funds. But it's not just Robinhood. You know, uh, all the people that were using Robinhood are going to find a way, another alternative form to purchase it, because they're not going to sit there with their hands in their pocket when this thing's exploding. You know. Voyager, from what I understand, someone just mentioned Mr. Travis E. I've never used Voyager. I do hear of people using it. I'm not familiar with it, so it might be something you guys want to check into. People say Binance is working again. Uh, yeah, Robinhood stopping us from making bags. I like that crypto talk. Thanks everyone for taking some time today, by the way, giving us some views, likes, and subs. It's how the channel grows. It's how we can be here and discuss. It's how hopefully we get some at least well thought out information and suggestions. Hopefully we can make everyone some money ultimately in the long run. Is it safe to buy Dogecoin right now, Mr. Warrior Gaming? Safe as in, oh, safe price? Uh, like I said, if you want to know, all I can do is tell you what I'm doing, you know, and you can get suggestions from everyone else. But if the 3 cent mark, it to me is a good mark. Like I've said, if it falls below 3 cents, I'm buying some more. So for me to answer your question as purely entertainment purposes, yes, we're about at a good buy point. Entertainment purposes only. And if you buy, you hold. Do not sell. That does nothing for us. You buy and hold. The coin gains value. Continues, and then boom! All of a sudden, the tons of Dogecoin you have are worth multiple from what you had before. I currently buy on a smaller exchange, not as well known, goes by the name Trade Ogre, TradeOgre. And like I said before, only because I've been using them for a few years, I already had the account set up. It was the easiest way for me to do it. Let's see. Yeah, I always say don't invest what you can't afford to lose, because just like in any investing, cryptocurrency and or stock or anything else, no one knows. No one knows what's going to happen. All we can do is speculate. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it doesn't seem to be any activity as I was hoping at the 7 a.m. mark. That must have just been a Friday thing. As you can see, we haven't really changed from the 3.2-ish area, 3-ish area. So while I do appreciate everything today, it looks like old TBA, the Bradley Assassin, is going to have to call it quits for a little while. I gotta get some rest. That way I can come back strong later. Probably I don't have to work tonight, so hopefully if we can get some activity on later this evening, I'm looking forward to getting a stream going where we get some Doge activity. It'd be very exciting to be streaming while the coin starts to pump, and then everyone can be positive and we can kick some butt. But again, thanks again. You guys made the community worth it. Hope to see everyone very soon. And that's it for now. Don't forget, buy and hold, and we will see everyone very, very soon. Thank y'all.